What's going on, everyone? This is Luke from South Beach Sports, and in today's video I'm going to do a breakdown on Max Strus, who at the recording of this video is absolutely cooking the Hawks. He has like 20 points right now, and he just hit a double tween step back three-pointer. He's just going off, and he has been going off this entire summer league. He's probably been the Heat's most consistent scorer, at least from the perimeter, and he's been a player that I've been very impressed with, and I think he could be someone that could take a major leap next season for the Heat. Before I get into all that like and subscribe stuff, I just want to say thank you so much for my returning viewers out there. You guys have been awesome. I mean, the last two videos that I've made about the summer league have just been insane from a viewership perspective. So if you are a returning viewer, just thank you so much for supporting this channel. I could not have done it without you guys, so thank you. If you liked the video and if you enjoyed this content, make sure to give me a like and subscribe. 92% of you guys who watch these videos are not subscribed, so if you're a returning viewer or if you just like my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. Okay, so last two things before I get into the rest of the video. Comment down below your thoughts on Max Strus and if you think he could be a solid rotational player for the Heat. And also, for my football fans out there, I will be making some Miami Dolphins and Miami Hurricanes football content on this channel. I'll still be making Miami Heat content year round, as I know that's a pretty solid chunk of my viewership and of my fan base. So don't worry about it, I'll still be making Heat content, but I want to widen my base a little bit because this is a broad South Beach Sports channel. So I will be making some Dolphins and Hurricanes football content this football season. So Max Strus, he has been playing amazing so far this summer league, and I expected him to play well. I mean, you would expect most third-year players to play pretty well in the summer league, which is mostly meant for rookies, except Akpala it seems, but that's not the topic of this video. We're talking about Max Strus. So Strus has had multiple just elite games. He's had a 32-point game with 7 3-pointers. He's had a 27-point game with 5 3-pointers, and he's having another elite game today when I'm recording this. I think he has 24 right now against the Hawks. So he has been absolutely hooping, and he's shown some stuff which I did not expect to see at all from someone like Max Strus. Strus is more so known as a spot-up guy, someone who can get into his 1-2 dribble pull-up, someone who does have some basic shot creating abilities, but what we've seen so far this summer league has been surprising, to say the least. He's been doing some stuff that has just left me baffled. He hit a double tween Harden-like step back earlier this game against the Hawks. He had that tween hezzy game winner against the Grizzlies in the double overtime. By the way, quick side note: this is first player to score system that they have in double overtime for the summer league is absolutely awesome, and I love it. And I would not mind at all if the NBA adapted something like that. That's just a quick side note. But Strus has been hooping so far this summer league. He's been showcasing his shot creating ability. He's been getting to the basket. He's been getting to the free throw line. He's been just creating his own shot behind the three-point line. Efficiency wise, he hasn't been great, but that's what you expect from the summer league. You expect players to try stuff that's outside of their comfort zone, and that's exactly what Strus has done. Another thing that I want to mention, something that I don't like, I really don't like these Duncan Robinson to Max Strus comparisons, just because I think it's a really lazy comparison. I mean, the only thing that these two players have in common is, one, they're white, and two, they can shoot. Like, that's literally it. Like, play style and body composition wise, they're completely different players. Duncan is just pretty much a purely spot up guy. He's not someone who can really create his own shot much like Strus can. Strus and Duncan have some similarities in the way that they come off screens. They're always active. They're always running baseline. They can shoot very well, like I said, off of screens, off of pin down screens, off of flare screens. So there are some similarities with both Duncan Robinson and Max Strus, but for the most part, Strus is just a completely different player. Last thing I want to add as far as these comparisons are concerned, Strus is much better at handling the ball and getting to the basket. Robinson really can't create his own shot at the rim much. Most of his inside attempts come off of either defensive breakdowns, slipped screens, backdoor cuts. Max Strus actually has the ability to just put his head down, drive to the basket, finish with a little bit of finesse, And yeah, I just want to rant a little bit about how much I dislike these Duncan Robinson and Max Strus comparisons. So what does all this mean when it comes to Max Strus and the Miami Heat? Well, I think that Max Strus could definitely be a solid rotational player for the Heat next season, which is something that we definitely could not have said last year. One area of Strus's game that I think will improve this upcoming season is his three-point efficiency. Strus shot 34% from three last year, which is definitely less than where you want it to be, as Strus is pretty much just a shooter, or that's his main centralized role. You would like him to shoot at least, let's say, 37 to 38% from three, which is something that I definitely think we'll see next year from him. I hate to draw back to Duncan Robinson, as I already voiced my displeasure with the Duncan Robinson to Max Strus comparisons earlier in this video, but there is one area of Duncan Robinson's game which improved a lot from year 1 to year 2, and that was his three-point efficiency. If you guys remember, in Duncan Robinson's rookie year, he only shot 29% from three. Obviously, he took a major jump in year 2 and he became one of the most efficient shooters in the NBA. Now, I'm not saying I expect that same leap from Max Strus, but as Strus gets more comfortable within the Heat's offense, I definitely think we could see an improvement from him behind the three-point line. So one of the biggest question marks that the Heat have to answer early on next season is what are their plans at the backup small forward position. I think this battle is going to be between KZ Akpala and Max Strus. If you're looking at just the summer league, you would have to give the upper hand to Strus. While Akpala is the more superior defender, Strus has just shown so much more on the offensive end. He's a floor spacer, he's a shot creator, he can put the ball on the floor. Three things that Akpala has proven to not be able to do at an effective level. So I think Strus will probably get the upper hand when it comes to the backup small forward role. On the defensive end with Strus, he's not the most gifted defender, he's not super athletic, but he does make up for some of this with his tenacity. He's a hustler, he's an active defender, I think he's a good team defender, he can read passing lanes pretty well. So I do not think that Strus will be a complete liability on the defensive end. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I just want to break down Max Strus a little bit, give my thoughts on his performances so far in the Summer League, and if I think he could be the future backup small forward for the Heat. This video was a little bit different from the past two videos. I didn't just regurgitate back box score statistics, as that was a little boring for me to make, and I think a little boring for you guys to watch. This was more of an opinionated video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like always, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Comment down below your thoughts on Max Strus. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.